Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel RN ArchiVision. Today is a brand new video wherein I'm going to go into a deep dive into understanding the basic layout of a residential floor plan. As you can see, this is one of the most beautiful looking floor plan with all the different layer properties being applied. You have the furniture being done, the proper symmetry that you can see in this particular floor plan. Plumbing fixtures are there, the kitchen layout is there, all the levels, the dimensions, each and everything is perfectly done in this particular floor plan. So for today, I would be, taking you through this real example and breaking down why it is designed this way. So in this particular video, you will definitely learn how to read out floor plans. And the second thing that you will learn is how to design a floor plan in the most effective way without even wasting any space inside this building. So let's get started with this video and I hope you will enjoy watching this. So as you can see, this is basically a multi-unit residential building with a central corridor in the center. As you can see, this is a central corridor, and it is mentioned as pasillo. Pasillo is basically a Spanish name, a Spanish word used for corridor. So just don't get confused about it. And that is the corridor that is basically running through the center. Okay, so let's start first with the corridor, as that is the first thing that you see in this plan. So this central hallway is like the main circulation route that is allowing access to all the apartments. Okay, it is the main route that shows that access to all the apartments, and it is designed this way to make sure that each and every unit has a very easy and a direct entry point, and that is something which is very important for you to understand. Okay, so it has direct access to all the apartments over here, as you can see this. Okay, so this is something which is really important, that you need to understand how things are basically working out, and if you have a corridor, you need to use that in a most effective way, and that's how it is actually done in this particular plan. Now, second thing what I'm going to discuss is about the symmetry and the unit layout. So as you can notice over here, like how the units are placed in a symmetry. So when you just cut over here, okay, when you cut over here, you have a symmetry on both the sides. Okay, this side and that side, you have both the symmetry, and this is one of the most perfect design of this particular of this particular plan. Yeah, so this is one of the best symmetrical plan that you can see over here, and this isn't just for like aesthetics, okay, and it basically helps with the efficient use of space and makes the building easier to navigate. Okay, and this is the second thing that you need to keep in your mind while designing any sort of floor plan. Okay, now next thing we are going to see about is the dimensions that you see. Okay, these dimensions that you see. Okay, we have like 3.85, 3.85, 2.23. All of these dimensions are something which is extremely important for you to understand, because these dimensions helps us understand the size of each and every room. Okay, when you are given any plan in your hands, you need to understand this, what's the size of this particular room, and that can be understood using this particular dimensions and how the space is allocated. Okay, so in this particular apartment, you need to know the size of the bedroom, the size of the bathroom, that is 2.60, the size of this particular dining area, the living area, and each and everything, each and every part of this is basically clearly dimensioned perfectly in order for you to understand how the dimension is working out over here. So for this corridor, as you can see, it is mentioned as 1.80. Okay, so that is about the dimensions. Now next is moving on with the furniture and fixture placements. So as you can see, you have like perfect looking furniture over here with bed area, with a little sitting area for you to relax, a TV area maybe, and all of those things, these are like very important for you to understand, like the placement of the dining table, the placement of the sofa, and each and everything is something very important. So each and every unit is basically zoned to separate private, semi-private, and a service area. And the furniture placement reinforces this zoning. And like beds are basically tucked into a quite a corner. Okay, like in one corner. Okay, while living and dining areas are positioned, near the entryways. Okay, near this particular entryways. Okay, and it also has like window placement over here, so that would allow like enough amount of sunlight entering, and it would give you a really good ventilation, which is extremely very important. And you can also notice like the furniture layout allows for a smooth circulation. Like if a person is sitting here, he or she can, smoothly move out of the bedroom easily without any sort of obstructions coming in his or her way. So that is something very important, and there is like enough clearance between the beds, the sofas and the tables, all the seating areas. There's enough space between them to move around very comfortably. And it is usually like, typically 90 centimeters or more. Okay, the distance. Okay, it should be 90 centimeters or more. So if I just talk in feet, I would say at least minimum of 2.5 to 3 feet is something really important. And this ensures like a space feels open and not cramped, and a person can, breathe comfortably, can relax comfortably. And that is something which you need to keep in mind when you are designing a floor plan as an architect. Okay, now next is moving on with, all the fixtures that we have. So, fixtures like, for the sinks, for the kitchen areas that you have, like the sink, stove, and the toilets, they are all grouped logically. Like, for example, if I say for a kitchen, it's really important that, you follow the triangle criteria or triangle category. You need to follow the triangle formula for this, like having the sink, stove, and the fridge is basically formed. It basically forms a triangle. It is compact and it is more efficient. So whereas in case of bathroom area, the toilet and the shower, they are basically placed in a very, in a very good position, and they are placed to maximize the privacy and minimize the plumbing runs. And that is something which is really, really important for you to understand while you're just making any designs, any of these architecture plans. Now, next is most important is the furniture placement, which is against the walls. Okay, over here, as you can see, the sofa. These sofas are placed against the walls. Okay, that allows like a free up central space. Okay, you have like enough space to move around, and this is especially very important if you have a very small unit. Okay, where every square meters basically counts, and wall mounted fixtures also help reduce the clutter, and that is something very important to keep in mind. And next, we'll be moving on with the natural light and views. So as you can see over here, we have like the window placements each and every place. And that is something very, very important. I personally believe that a house or an apartment that you're living in should have a very good amount of sunlight coming inside. That is something very important because if you don't have enough sunlight coming in, it can just, the house can look like not a comfortable place for you to live in. You might not feel fresh, and you can also see fungus growing on the walls, and that is something really, really bad. So it's really important, to have the natural light coming in, and that's why you can actually see the bedroom area has a window, and the living area also has a window, and this enhances the comfort and supports the passive light strategies, and it's like, it requires very less artificial light during the days. So that is something very important. And this entire plan, as you can see over here, this all the fixtures that are placed with the fixtures that you can see, they are all placed with the code compliance in mind. And like, for example, that I have said about the toilets over here have like a very minimum clearance on both the sides. And as you can see, there's like minimum clearance on both the sides. And the kitchen counters are like standard economic height. Okay, they're not too high, not too low. Okay, and if this were an ADA unit, we would like expect a wider turning radii and lower fixture heights. So this was something like I had to discuss with you all, like just giving you a basic idea of how to read out plans and how the design needs to work out in this particular case. And this is something very, very important for you to keep in mind while you're designing anything, any sort of apartments. So these are basically, the hotel apartments, I would say, which are really, really good, and that is done in a most perfect way. You have like the same layout on the floor, on the different floors that you have, and these are all the elevation views that you can see. I would definitely go through all these the beautiful elevations that I have created, and yeah, you will definitely enjoy watching all of these things because this is something which is going to be very, very helpful for you all, and I'm sure you would definitely love this. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If you have any sort of questions, or if you want me to create any further videos on architecture topics or any of the different softwares, you can definitely put them in the comment section below. I'll read them all, and I'll make sure that you can get those videos as soon as possible. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Do like my video, share it with your friends so that it's helpful for them, and I'll meet you all again very soon with a very new video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.